Okay, so there's no big flashy intro. Big whoop. Want to fight about it? Welcome back, guys, to a brand new episode on this brand new series on FMU's wonderfully magnificent channel with Earl Shilton Athletic, the Rise of the Reds. And we're going to start off by showing you the kits for the season. So here they are, magically appearing on the screen for you now. Very, very beautiful, I guess. I wanted to make them basic because we're a non-league team, you know, so we're not going to have super flashy, wonderful kits. We haven't got sponsors in our inaugural season. Is that the right word? Inaugural? I think it is. I think so. For some reason now I'm questioning myself. But anyway, our first season, we've got these beautiful little kits and I like them. I've taken the badge. People may recognise the badge. I tried doing some blogging a while back, and I made a team called AFC Crewe, and I didn't enjoy it, so I didn't carry it on. But I've taken the badge and basically made Earl Shilton Albion. Just change the text on the badge. Simple as that. I like the badge, so I wanted to reuse it, and I have. So there, stick it up you jumper or in your pipe and do whatever you want with it. So we've been busy-ish, really. We've not really been that massively busy. I've been mainly busy going through my freaking inbox and seeing that other teams are trying to poach my staff. A lot of teams are after Daybon, so Daybonian, so he may go. And really annoyingly, which has really pickled my eggs, Mr. Neil Lynn, he is now being approached by teams to be assistant manager. I tried to renew his contract and he said, and I'll show you. Let's offer him a contract. I'm not currently interested in entering into contract discussions. I believe Earl Shilton Athletics players aren't of the standard I want to work with. Well, you sign them all, you jackass. You know? What else can I say? We've got a couple of new members of staff. Billy Fox has come in. He's 45 years old. He's 45 years old. A former Clipstone manager back in the day in 2016. So that's a bit of I'd say that's quite good to get somebody like that. Regen Grant Piggott has come in as our head physio. He's all right, I guess. Who else is there? Brad Bowles, who is our chief scout. He's not too bad. These are the best I can get at the moment, so it's a case of just picking up what we can to the frick was that? I don't know if you heard that. That was terrible. Bear with me a second. Hashtag drama alert. It's an hour and 20 odd minutes later. I am out of breath, man. Whew. You probably didn't hear that, but our kitchen shelf fell down and everything smashed and broke on the floor. Oh man, that is crazy. That is madness. Ridiculous. Anywho, as I try and catch my breath, we got also Perry Darbo. That's a nice name. And he is a scout, 35 years of age. Again, not great, but the best we can get at the moment. And then Stephen Cato, he's another one. Darbo and Cato, they sound like a crime fighting detective type people duo. Anyway, he's in as well, another scout, not the best in the world, but whatever, man, whatever tickles your tiddlywinks, I say. So we have picked up two players. We've not been massively over, recruiting in the transfer window. It's just been a case that's really thrown me off. That shelf falling down has proper thrown me off. It scared me a little. Vence's bowler. I think it's Vence's bowler. I can't imagine it being anything else. Vences, but we'll call him Vence's. Bit like fences. Fences bowler. That's it now, isn't it? Bowler fences. So he's come in. He's a former Crystal Palace trainee. He's been at Bristol City, Harrow, VCD, Wealdstone, and now he's arrived in Earl Shilton. He's got 15 finishing, which is very, very good. His determination is terrible. He's got acceleration of 12, pace of 14. So that's not too bad. He's got a good technique. I'm just hoping that his finishing, which is very high for this level of football, is going to be enough to get him amongst the goals. We do need more strikers. I'm pretty sure he is currently the only striker we have at the club that he's already. Of course, we've got these little regens who I've not really paid much attention to at the moment. I'm just going to see how they go as we go along. So he's the only striker we've got. I am looking for another one. It's just a simple case of finding the right fit. Julian Joachim, 41 years of age, is still knocking around, and he's happy to come. So I may go there. I may go and get Julian Joachim in. That'd be pretty cool. He's played for Hinckley United before, so, local boy. Well, local player, you know what I mean. And then there is Andrew Farimond, who has come from Motley, or Mosley. I can't remember if it's Mosley or Mosley. It's spelt Mosley, but I'm sure it's Mosley. I should know, I'm from up that area, but I'm never too sure. And he's played for FC United as well, so he is a good goalkeeper. He looks very, very decent. He's far better than the other two that we've got, so he's going to be our starting number one. So in terms of our tactics now, okay, I've loaded 3 up. My 4-2-3-1 from when I was Everton, my 4-3-1-2 from when I was doing the beta save. Though I think that one there was one where I was downloading tactics to look at, and I can't remember what it was called now. It's from FM Scout, but that was one of them, and I kind of just tweaked it a little bit, moved a few of the things around and stuff, and it worked really well for me. That one, I can't remember. I think that was just sort of work in progress and built up. And then this one was from the beta as well when I was Kidderminster, a 4-4-2. It worked really fantastically well on the beta for me, so I kind of saved it. I haven't used it a lot since, but I thought because we're in non-league, we'll give it a go, because these two formations might not be that successful, so 4-4-2 might be the way to go. But I'm starting off with the 4-2-3-1. Now, there are going to be players in positions that they have no chance of ever mastering. I never worry about that. People will moan, people say, oh, you need to get them playing positions that they're good stars at. I know that's how you play it, ain't how I play it, so no. I will play them in those positions, such as the old Eggy. I'll play players in the old Enganche role, and they'll have zilcho ability to play that role, but they'll work out okay. Then there's the half-back role. A lot of players at this level won't be good at that, but I'll play them there. They'll adapt to it. They'll never be world beaters at it, but it will work. Trust me, it'll work. Just have a bit of faith in your man, FMU, okay? So there's that. That's the formation I'm going to start. The reason I'm going with this is obviously we've only got one striker, so playing with 2 up top isn't going to work out at the moment. But at this level, I like to first of all try with wingers. I like to blast wingers, and we've got 2 guys who can play these wing positions, relatively well. There's Lloyd Gamble, who will probably play the attacking right. He's 13 acceleration, 13 pace, so he's got a bit of zip about him at this level. He's got good speed. I'd like him to be quicker, but hey ho, there you go. His other stats aren't great, so his flair isn't fantastic. It's only a 6, and his dribbling's only a 3. But at this level, it's enough. It's enough to get him going. And then there's Sandu, who is a 13 and 11 acceleration and pace. Again, flair isn't great at 6, but he will do well in that position. I tend to find using this formation that the right-sided attacking player is better in terms of getting goals, and the others kind of support. The left-sided guy will pop up with goals, and the striker, of course, will get goals. But it tends to be, it's normally, you'd imagine, the attacking midfielder, the shadow striker, whatever you want to call them, in that position there, whatever role you give them. You tend to find that it's them that get the sort of most amount of goals. But with this formation, it tends to be this guy here. He tends to get in and amongst the goals quite often, so there is that. Okay, so that is that. We've showed you the 2 new signings, we've showed you the kits, we've showed you the new staff. There is just now the simple fact of showing you how we've done in pre-season, and it's time to rock and roll. So we've beaten the teams. These 2 games, of course, were before we were here. So Clanfield, they were beaten 2-0, and what's that name? What the hell is that name? Bewdley. It is. I need to. My screen at the moment, I'm using a different monitor to what I normally do, so the resolution for me isn't great at the moment. But Bewdley were beaten by 2-1. Stenson with a couple of goals there. We drew 0-0 with Evesham. and then we beat Blaby by 2-1. Bowler and Holt were the goals in that one. So that teases up nicely now. We've had our pre-season friendlies. We've got Utoxeter on the opening day of the season. Then there's Racing Warwick in midweek, and our first home game is against Pelsall on the following Saturday, so next Saturday. And then we're away, a local derby against the Neaton Griff. Then we're at home to Bromsgrove. Then we're away to our big rivals, AFC Hinckley, or Hinckley AFC as they're known. So that is that. I had a quick little look at the season preview and stuff. Hinckley were the favourites to go up. I don't know if that's changed at all now. We were third favourite. Well, I can't apparently click on the season preview thing without the game crashing for some reason. I've never had that issue before. Don't know if it's the database or not. I'm not too sure. But anyway, never mind. It's okay. Let's not worry about it. I found the email, so all is good. Hinckley are evens favourites. Heather, who they share the ground with, are second, and then we are third. They were both evens to start off with, so we've kind of now, I think we've stayed relatively the same, but Hinckley are now a much clearer favourite than what they were. They were kind of joint favourites with Heather, so it's. Our rivals are favourites to go up. We're favourite to finish third, so we'll see. We'll see how we get on with that. We'll see how true to life that is, I guess, going forwards. But today it's all about Utoxeter. We're gonna race down there, get it raced, because Utoxeter horse racing. I'm so out of practice, I apologise. Plus, we've had a freaking shelf fall down, which delayed us by an hour, and 2, 3, 4 times the game freaking crashed while I was trying to sort it out. So it's been a wonderful second episode. Absolutely beautiful. Welcome back, FMU. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, so this is the lineup we've gone with. We've had to work with what we've got at the moment. We are looking at getting a new right back. So until that happens, Lloyd Gamble is going to play there. Hawkins and Unsworth are going to be the two central defenders, with Theo Brown at left back. Then we've got Jake Holt in that half back. Like I say, it's a very poor rating for it, but don't worry, okay? Don't let it bother you. Greg Downs is the central midfielder. Then Stenson for today is playing out there. I guess I could do that, but he seems to play that position better, so we'll stick with that. Sando on the left, and then Bowler up top. And then on the bench, we've got Highland, Harrison, Earls, Lynn, Joshua Smith, all on the bench. I'm going to actually pop Luke Kingsley Smith on the bench for you. Actually, why didn't I do this in the first place? Let's pop you there, and then we'll pop Gamble there, and Stenson is going to go there. I know he can't really play that position, but he's going to go there. So yeah, that's better. Kingsley Smith right back, Gamble on the right of the attacking midfield, and Stenson in the middle. So that is what we're going to go with. I'm happy with it. I hope you are too. I just need to make sure that I've got my volume turned down on the monitor, because otherwise it'll deafen us all. And today, like I say, it is Utoxeter away. I think we are the favourites, but I don't know. I just don't know what to expect. Let us get also. We're going to be doing this in the old 3D. We all like a 3D, don't we? We're going to do it in 3D just so we can see all of the shenanigans that go on, and we can get even more frustrated by the stupidity of the players at this level. It's always nice to get yourself a bit wound up about the stupidity of said players. I think there's going to be some hilarious goals, there's going to be some hilarious mistakes throughout the season. There tends to always be at this level. To be honest with you, there tends to be on Football Manager anyway, but there tends to be at this level a little bit more. Okay, so that's that. We'll turn the highlights on as well, so we can see the goal highlights, and you can do that for the further. I was hoping that because you knew the players a bit better than me, you'd got a bit more of a response from them, but you didn't. But it's not the end of the world. So Earl Shilton Athletic away at Utoxeter, opening day of the season. Let us get cracking. Their player is injured before he's even come out onto the pitch. He's got a knock. Perhaps he stubbed his toe in the dressing room, maybe. Perhaps he got a bit of a boo-boo on his foot, I don't know. But here we go, we're underway, and they are knocking it around very slowly. That seemed really slow. But that is going to be too quick, I think. We'll have a little look in a minute. Oh, let's get... Those of you who have followed me for a while will know that that drives me insane. I hate it. A lot of people like it, but for some reason I just really don't. And we're 25 minutes in and feck all has happened. Oh, here we go. Here we go now. That's it. Sandu. Stenson out to the left back. Brown. Sandu tried to get in there. Was poor, but it's been knocked back. His bowler. And he scored on his debut. Vince, I was going to call him Vincent. Vince's bowler scores on his debut. That there, Unsworth just punting it forward. He's quick off the mark, bowler, and smashes it past the goalkeeper. Poor defending, poor goalkeeping, but bowler did well there. He was onside. He did a fantastic job to make it 1-0 to the Athletic Boys on their opening game of the season. Hinckley are losing at the moment at home as well. So that's an interesting little thing to keep an eye on. But here they come forwards. The ball is cleared away. Oh, poor from then. Here's Stenson onto bowler. Can he get his second? He can't. The keeper stood up firm and stopped it there. Fantastic save. Sandy with the corner. It's cleared away. We've done okay. We've not, like, you know, pulled up any trees or anything, but we've done okay. So we'll calmly tell them you're playing well, but there's still room for improvements. That has had no effect whatsoever, which is expected at this level. Vincent Bowler, of course, is having a good game. Let's give him a bit of a personal G-up. Passionately, very pleased with the way you're playing today. Again, no freaking change in his, you know, thought process or anything at all, but there you go. So I think we've done okay so far, but they could hit us on the break here. No, we've forced them into cocking that up. So Farriman's got the ball, he's thrown it out, a bit of a dodgy throw. Here's Downs. Oh, it's a good ball to Sandu. It's 2-0. Easy as that. That was ridiculously easy, to be fair. A beautiful ball from Stenson. Sandu gets onto it, control with his left, with his right, and slotted it home with his left. A fantastic finish to make it 2-0 to Earl Shilton Athletic on the opening day of the season. Fantastic stuff. Stafford are top of the league at the moment. Interestingly, Stafford Town 3-0 up over the team who are favourites to finish bottom. Hinckley have equalised. So we're going to now pull in and we're going to make a couple of changes. I'm going to give Joshua Smith a run. I know Unsworth has set one up. That's fantastic. But he's on a yellow and they get a bit trigger happy with the old tackling at this level. Callum Earls as well can come on for Theo Brown. And I'm even going to make the third one. I'm going to bring Josh Lynn on for Jake Holt. He can play that sort of defensive midfielder role a bit better because he can play as a defender and a defensive midfielder and a midfielder. So he kind of covers the three areas of the pitch that this position, you know, kind of caters to. So we'll play him in there. I think Holt's just a little bit better in terms of ability, but Lynn is a little bit more suited to play in there. He's pissed. Who's just... Oh, it's Sandu. With that, I don't know what he's done, but he's just got a warning. They've taken the kick quickly, but Hawkins nailed his man off the ball there. Plays it out. Gamble tried to ping it forwards to Bowler there pretty quick. Oh, that's poor touch from Gamble there to give it away, but well done to Kingsley Smith. It's a very poor game at the moment. We're giving it away, both teams, back and forth, but Bowler's got his pace on here. He's into the area. He's done his man, he's played it in, and it's finally gone in from Stenson. I believe Downs' shot was blocked, it looked like there, and then Stenson slid it home. But Bowler here, look, just jinking past his man beautifully. Teed up Downs, whose shot was blocked by two players, and it luckily rebounded to Stenson, who has slotted it home for 3-0. But as we hit 3, Stafford have hit 4. But here's Earls to Downs, Stenson now. Playing it out to Gamble, who's knocked it out to Kingsley Smith. Can we get a fourth? We can through Bowler. A beautifully placed cross from Kingsley Smith. And I keep going to call him Vincent. Vince's Bowler just beautifully volleying it home. All the time in the world there. Defending at this level, as expected, very poor. It's one apiece. We've taken one fan away to this game, apparently. I just spotted that is a terrible attempt at a cross. It doesn't matter. that is the final whistle. We've won 4-0 away at Utoxeter. Fantastic effort from the players. We'll tell them that is a fantastic effort. Very well done. Really pleased with that. I think Vincent Bowler has been outstanding today, and I think Kingsley Smith looked like he had a very good game throughout that, and Stenson as well. I mean, there was a lot of players who had good games, but those three guys seem to really stand out more. Hinckley have gone on and won by 3-1, despite going 1-0 after 10 minutes. Darius Darkin with the goal there. So how did Stafford did win by 4-0 to him. Vaughan with a hat-trick. Let's have a little look at him. One thing we're going to be trying to utilise is nicking the best players from the teams around. Oh, he's a regen. Interesting. You know, we need to look at perhaps taking some of the best players from the teams around us to try and build our squad up to make us a bit of a dominant force in this league. But after the opening day, I think we can be very happy with that. Like I say, 18 people turned up, 1 away fan. So fair, it's probably my wife. Fair play to her. Cheers, Helen, for turning up. You're a legend. You're a star. The things you've done to keep this marriage ticking over, people wouldn't do in a prison camp. So that's a bit awkward, that is a bit awkward. We'll pretend that never happened. We'll gloss over that. Ventus Bowler, what a player. We are top. Thanks to alphabetical order, I believe. But I'm frightened to click on this now. Thank you for not crashing. Thank you. Yeah, we are top thanks to alphabetical order. Is that it? Is sorry, I thought for a second there they'd got a 4 goal difference, but no, they haven't. It's 2. So Utoxeter and Chelmsley are at the bottom, and Eton down there as well. But all that matters to me is that we are top of the league. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. I'm so pleased with his performance today. Passionately, you were superb. We're gonna try. Could he be the new Dan Basungu? Those of you who haven't followed before will know what I'm talking about. But those of you who have will. He could be the new Dan Basungu, and that'd be beautiful. Who wants him now? See, everybody's after him. Next episode, I'm bound to either be looking for or have a new director of football. That's for sure. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you for all the support on the first episode as well, which was just the introductory episode. It wasn't nothing special. This is nothing special, but you know, your support has been fantastic so far, as it always is. Sorry for the shelf falling, for the crashes. Just sorry for everything. I'm just sorry you've had to sit through it all, but thank you for doing it anyway, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Been a pleasure being in your face, guys. Bye bye.
Ha 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 ha. Mate, that was shite.
Oh yeah, you don't have to tell me, Manny son. What a disaster.